back to Scotch Plains-Fanwood High School in northern New Jersey for Pope John Lions JV Boys Lacrosse. Mike Forbisano along with you, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. We're at halftime here, just about ready to start the third quarter, and the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders are leading the Pope John Lions 3-1. Goal by Vic Fiore in the first quarter for Pope John, and then Scotch Plains-Fanwood has responded with 3 unanswered goals. So 3-1, Raiders lead. Pope John going right to left of your screen. White jerseys, blue shorts, golden domes. And Scotch Plains-Fanwood in their blue jerseys, white shorts, blue helmets. Left to right. Owen Hull still in net for Pope John. Here we go. Mike Marston wins the draw. Lions in the Scotch Plains-Fanwood defensive zone. Here's Justin Perella on the right wing, looking to come in on number 47. Perella with the shot. He scores. Justin Perella. Wasn't sure if it hit the back of the net or not, but it did go in. Perella with a nice shot there. Past the goalkeeper in just 21 seconds into the second half. And Pope John JV is now down by 1 goal. They get the proximate goal to cut it to 1. It's a nice shot by Perella. Now Marston on the draw again. Clifford on the left. Fiore on the right. You've got Chris Sabella and Andrew Gallant. And Justin Perella down low. Marston wins the draw. On defense, you've got Amir Young and Sutton Fullwood and Jacob Post with Hull in net. Big hit on Marston there by number 14. Now another. We saw a kid in Newton the other day. I think it was Evan Cotter. Or 25, just chopping away and chopping away at Mikey Ramirez, and then anybody else who came into the game, Mike Marston. Oh, Viore loses the stick. Here's 14, the shot. Deflected, comes towards us, out of bounds. I mean, Cotter finally got called in the fourth quarter, and Pope John fans were like, where was that whole game? But he can get aggressive out there, there's no doubt. I mean, it's a physical game, you know, and there's a lot of physicality that is allowed. So there's just a line you can't cross. And if you do, you're going to be penalized for it. You know, happens. Shot goes out of bounds. Let's see who's closest. I think it's going to stay with Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Here's number 33 for the Raiders. Number 10 on the right over to number 7. Fullwood defending. Now number 9 below the goal and Post on him. Amir Young defending the left wing now. Fiore on number 2. Pope John defense doing their job. They're keeping Scotch Plains-Fanwood out on the outer circle, but they've scored 3 times in this game, and Pope John's offense hasn't been there yet. It hasn't clicked yet. It could. They usually wait till the second half. Here's 14. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but they've scored in the second half. They've had games where they've come back, so that's basically what I meant by that. I think they had a 2-0 lead on Governor Livingston. They scored 6 times. Fullwood, nice shot there, going ahead and knocking the ball loose from number 7. Stolen away by 33 for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Fullwood again, swiping it away. Post in there, along with Amir Young. Scrum for the ball. Still on the turf. And Fullwood pulls it out of there. Nice play by Sutton Fullwood. Well, Fullwood took a hit in the helmet by number 7, and that had to be called. Both referees immediately pulled their flags out. So Young with it on a delayed call.
There you go.
Here is Cashed. Zach Cashed. Ball's loose. Swipes it over the post. They're going to blow the whistle now. Stop play. Number 7 is going to go off. And he had to be called for that. That was a vicious hit on Fullwood. I mean, we talked about there's a certain line. Can't cross. That's the line. Can't cross it. It's Sutton Fullwood right in the face mask. So the Lions will start up. Down 3-2 now. with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Goals by Vic Fiore in the first quarter and Justin Perella 21 seconds in the third quarter to make it 3-2. Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Lions looking to get out of here with a win and hop on the bus and head back to Sparta. Here's Gallant, left wing. Now to Fiore. Fiore to Young. Down low to Perella. Fires wide. Out of bounds. Gallant's closest. 6:37 to go. Third quarter. 3-2. Raiders lead over the Pope John Lions. Here's Fiore on the left. Pass out to Wyatt. Now to Perella. Perella trotting in. Comes towards the center. It's knocked out of his cross. Comes to the goalkeeper. He had to reach over the back. Pass downfield to 32 for the Raiders. Now over to 12. Over to 10. The shot goes wide left. Hope may have gotten a piece of it, but goes out of bounds. Scotch Plains-Fanwood ball. Sun's getting close to setting underneath those mountains. Once it does, we'll get a lot clearer vision on this side of the field. But it may not happen until after the game because we already have 5:52 to go in the third. So it's going to take about 20, 30 minutes. We may be over by then. It'll be close. The ball towards the midfield line. It's scooped up by number 10. Connor Clifford gives chase for Pope John. Pass down low to 9. Sutton Fullwood on him. Now in the left wing. It's number 10. Clifford deflected that, but it went right to 32. I think it was going to be an errant pass. He got a piece of it. The 32 was able to adjust. Oh, Fiore all over him. Shot. Save! Hole! Owen Hull makes a nice save there. And now to Amir Young. Young racing on the far side of the field. Stolen away by number 10 for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Number 33 moving in center of the field. The shot, score. Not much Hull could have done there. 33 right on top of the crease before he let that go. Buries it into the bottom left corner of the net. And with 4:51 to go in quarter number 3, it's Scotch Plains-Fanwood 4 and Pope John 2. So, face-off at center field. Lions again. Their game against O'Neill, New York in Highland Falls has been postponed. It should be made up at a later date. So that's Friday. So they don't play again until Saturday. They'll be at Chatham. The Chatham Cougars hosting the Pope John Lions. Face-off of the ball. Push of the play. It's against Pope John. It'll be Scotch Plains-Fanwood ball. Here's number 10. Fiore on him. Takes a swipe. Ball's loose. There's Cash. Zach Cash is able to take it away. There's Marston. Now Justin Perella with it. Lions looking for the proximate goal again. The one that cut it to 1. Here's Steve Leonard. Leonard on the right. To Perella on the far side. Looking to cut towards the center of the field. The pass to Fiore on the left wing. We're down less than 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Fiore cutting in. Takes the shot. Saved by the netminder, number 5 for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Now number 10 racing up the field. Cuts to the left. Now number 19 with it. Takes a shove from Andrew Jessamaria. And number 32 with it going into the corner. Jessamaria on him. Comes back out to number 10. with 3:23 to go in the third. Scotch Plains-Fanwood doubling up. Pope John 4-2 here in the late third quarter. You can see behind the action all the varsity players sitting on the bench getting a well-deserved break. Number 19 knocked over by Vic Fiore, and there's Jessa Maria with it. Andrew Jessa Maria will turn back around. Number 20 chasing him. Jessa Maria, he'll pass it. Intercepted by number 12, and Hull has to get back in that quickly. He does. Now to pass over to 20, knocks it loose. Big collision between Host and number 20, and we're going to have a whistle as Hull picks it up. Big collision there right in front of the crease, and they're going to award the goal to Scotch Plains-Fanwood because the ball bounced in when they had thrown the flag, so they're going to count the goal as good. 5-2. 2:39 to go there in the third quarter. So 8-6 victory for the varsity team over Scotch Plains-Fanwood. 3 goals by Travis Heller, 1 by Jack Galucci, 1 by Sam Canetta, 1 by Peyton Fox, 1 by Brody Pillock, and 1 by Mikey Ramirez. Those are your 8. $2:39 to go here, third quarter. So as I said, they'll play Chatham on Saturday. Then they play West Morris on Wednesday at Pope John High School. And then one more game, I think it's against Madison next Saturday before the Easter break. And then everything starts up right after Easter. It's a sprint to the finish. You got about 6 more weeks or 7 more weeks left in the school year. So a lot to get in. 101 Sussex tournaments, state tournaments, finals, prom, field trips. Number 32 with the shot goes wide out of bounds. Scotch Plains-Fanwood's closest. Then you'll have summer break. Everybody will be on summer for a while. Head down to the shore, barbecues, everything else. And then we'll flip the script. We'll be back right at it next year for football and all the fall sports. Looking to include soccer on the mix next year. Maybe a few other sports as well, but definitely football. It'll be football crazy in the fall. Here's a shot. Save Hull! We got a lot we're going to try and cover. We're going to try and cover varsity, JV if there's a team, if there's a freshman team. Still got junior Lions games, usually on Sundays, so I think we'll pick those up as well. Turnover by Cash, and as he was knocked out of bounds, number 12 with it. Minute 27 to go, third quarter. I got a peek at the varsity schedule for the football team next year. They've got Kellenberg from Long Island coming back in. Shot by 42. Saved by Hull. I have the Kellenberg game set on my schedule because I used to go to Chaminade on Long Island way long time ago. And Kellenberg is our rival, so Kellenberg doing a back-to-back with Pope John, a home and home. See about the possibilities in the future of getting Chaminade on the list for Pope John opponents. That would be a trip. That would be something to go back to Chaminade to call one of the Pope John games there. And it'd be great to have them into Pope John as well, but to go back to Chaminade to see that, it would be something. Flyers, usually a very good team. I think St. Anthony, who's their arch rival, just took over the #1 spot in the nation in lacrosse. They've been playing a lot of New Jersey teams lately. Saved by the Scotch Plains-Fanwood goalie. And the toss downfield with 7 seconds to go. Here comes number 32. 32 racing in the pass down low to 12. Can't handle it cleanly. And Hull gives him a shove as the buzzer sounds. We've reached the end of the third quarter. We're through 3 here at Scotch Plains-Fanwood High School. It's 5-2 Raiders over the Pope John Lions. We'll be back for fourth quarter action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back. Welcome back to Scotch Plains-Fanwood High School in northern New Jersey for Pope John Lions JV Boys Lacrosse. Mike Formersano along with you, calling today's game. Fourth quarter action now as the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders lead the Pope John Lions 5-2. Goals by Vic Fiore in the first quarter and Justin Perella in the third. Not enough so far as the Raiders have tallied with 5 goals on the ledger. We start the fourth quarter. Marston taking the draw. Amir Young goes in there to try and help, but number 20 comes away with it. Lions now going left to right. The white jerseys, blue shorts, the golden domes, the golden helmets. Scotch Plains-Fanwood blue jerseys, white numbers, white shorts. Here's a shot in. Score. Beats Hull to the right post, just past his left leg. Number 12 right in on top of the crease. With 21 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter, the Raiders open up a 6-2 lead. Well, the Scotch Plains-Fanwood program is very deep, very talented. It was a good win for Pope John in the varsity level, but you knew JV was going to be good as well. There's a flag on the fence as you come in. One of these years here in the 2000s, they won the state championship. So, very solid. Here's number 14. Shot. Save! Hull as he was going down. Great save by Owen Hull. Now the ball's loose. There's number 14 with it. This will be the only time these two teams meet on varsity and JV this season. Scotch Plains-Fanwood does not make a return trip to Pope John. Unless they see him in 100 and Warren, Sussex, or if they see, well, no, which they wouldn't, it's Morris County. Or if they see him in the state tournament. That I don't know. It's down below to number 12, being guarded by Evan Wyatt and Zach Cash. Shot by 14, wide right, goes out of bounds. Scotch Plains-Fanwood's closest. 8:44 to go, fourth quarter. Raiders leading the Pope John Lions by a score of 6-2. Here's number 14 now with it. Vic Fiore guarding. Number 19 on the left takes a swipe from Jessa Maria. Shot on goal, goes wide right, goes out of bounds on the side. 18's closest for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Here's number 18 trotting in. Ball's loose, knocked out of his cross. Cashed on him. Jacob Post defending down low. It's number 18. Cash defending. Now down below to number 12, over to 19 on the left side. Jess Maria takes a swipe. Now another, knocks the ball loose. Pope John chasing it down. Amir Young trying to get it in his cross. Can't do so. 14 picks it up with his stick. Fiore on him. Takes a swipe. Now cross check. A little love tap there. Number 14 trying to steal it away. Shot. It was a bounce shot, and Hull makes the save. And it was headed for underneath the crossbar, and Hull gets his cross in on it. big fisherman's net. Jesse Maria now stays in bounds. Pops out of his cross. They have a flag down in the play. And as Scotch Plains-Fanwood touches, then they called for the infraction. 7:04 to go, fourth quarter. Lions down by 4. They're going to come back. They're going to have to start coming back soon. Here's Mike Marston. Marston running into Scotch Plains-Fanwood territory. Sun really starting to sink low now. Pass out to Fiore on the left wing. Now Wyatt. Over to Justin Perella. Pass down low to Chris Sabella. Andrew Gallant. Fiore gives to Evan Wyatt up top. Now Gallant finds Fiore in the center. Perella on the right. Tight defense by Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Is Sabella below the goal. Gallant over to Fiore. Now to Wyatt. Wyatt to Perella on the right. John going around the world with it. Sabella. 6:05 to go, fourth quarter. Fiore winds, fires, saved by number 5. Wow. Fiore had that top part of the net ticketed just underneath the crossbar, but number 5 gets a stick right up and fields that cleanly. Now number 4 with it. Swiped away. Pope John trying to recover. Jacob Post pops past him. And there is number 32 with it for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. Looking to come in. Wyatt gives him a shove. The shot off the face mask of Owen Hull. Great job to sacrifice the mask in the head area. Sometimes it just bounces off, but sometimes it can really rattle you. 5:10 to go. Shot, score. Number 1 tucks it in down low. Pass Hull. And the score is opened up to 7-2. Scotch Plains-Fanwood over Pope John. So Pope John has less than 5 minutes and now a running clock to combat. It's a 5-goal lead for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. They start the running clock, and Pope John is 440 away from dropping their second game of the season. They are 4-1 now, having defeated everybody on their schedule except Sparta. They were 25 seconds away from winning that game, and Sparta scored to tie it 25 seconds ago. And then in overtime, just 7 seconds in, they scored to deliver the victory. Here's number 20 with it. Marston gives him a shove. Pass over to 32. Fires. Save Hull. I'll tell you what right now. You know, Scotch Plains-Fanwood, they've gotten 7 goals. They've got a lot of opportunities. But, man, Owen Hull has made some great saves. Really has. And there was another one right there. Pass from Marston over to Leonard. Leonard to Perella. Justin Perella looking to work his way in. Clock down to less than 4 minutes to go. Here's Perella. The shot. Nice save by the goalkeeper, number 5. It's loose on the crease. Pope John trying to scoop it up. And number 5 for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. He has it. Pass over to number 10 now. 3:33 to go. 42 on the left. Shot. Save. Hull. Another nice save by the Pope John netminder. Hull is a big reason why the Lions have 4 wins on the JV level. They've got good offense. They've got pretty solid defense. They're growing as a team. They're learning, but having the junior back there as a goalkeeper, he has been phenomenal for Pope John.
Good job, Vic.
Nice move by Vic Fiore, breaking free there. Once O'Leary graduates after this year, it'll be Owen Hull's net on the varsity level, and he certainly earned it. There's Connor Clifford. Pass over to Justin Perella. 2.5 to go here in the fourth. Number 28 chopping away. Here's the shot, goes wide. Out of bounds. Pope John's closest. Close there. Sun sinking low over the Watchung Mountains. Not there yet, almost there. Geography lesson? Yeah. Well, I work around here, that's why I know it. I work at Summit, so. It's like, how does he know to Watchung Mountains? I don't know. I really don't. Could be wrong. Minute 51 to go here, fourth quarter. Scotch Plains-Fanwood moving in. Number 14 on the left. We're down to 100 seconds to go. Defense by Steve Leonard. Now to pass down low. Good defense by Jacob Post. Ball goes out of bounds. Scotch Plains-Fanwood will recover. We're down to 80 seconds. 19 moving in. Shot. Save! Hull! Point blank robbery by Owen Hull. He'll like to see that later. You know what? I made some good saves tonight. I'll look back at that one and be like, yeah. Scotch Plains-Fanwood coming in. There's number 19. Oh, a big hit by Amir Young. Clean hip check on the right. It's number 32. Emilio Baracco takes a swipe. Chasing down 32. The shot goes wide right. 44 seconds remaining. Ball goes out of bounds. Clock stopped at 44 seconds ago. Now he started back up. Number 19, Young with a swipe. Knocks it loose. And Amir Young. He'll race up the field. See if Pope John can net one more in this game. Here's Connor Clifford. Takes a hit from number 1. Clifford. He'll fire. Save. It's loose. And covered by the netminder for number 5, Scotch Plains-Fanwood, who has been terrific in this game. 15 seconds remaining. Here come the Raiders. Number 1 up the field. Pass over to 19. Shot goes wide right. Out of bounds. 4 seconds to go. They'll stop the clock. Number 42 will bring it in for Scotch Plains-Fanwood. We're down to 3, 2, 1. There's the buzzer. Game's over. And the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders defeat Pope John Lions JV squad. Final score, Scotch Plains-Fanwood 7, Pope John 2. Well, not a lot you can say, as far as the way this game went. Scotch Plains-Fanwood was able to go ahead and get some goals to respond to Fiore's first one in the game, make it 3-1 at halftime. Justin Perella was able to score early in the third quarter, opened up 3-2, and then after that, the Raiders had 4 more goals and win it going away by a final score of 7-2. Please join us on the channel on Friday, 4 o'clock p.m. from the softball fields at Pope John High School. It'll be the Pope John Lady Lions softball team against the Morris Hill squad. They'll come in and take on Pope John on Friday. On Saturday, we'll be at the lacrosse field at Pope John High School for Pope John Lions girls lacrosse. And they will host Parsippany Hills, varsity and JV. And then on Sunday, on Facebook Live, but if anybody needs that link to the channel, we'll give it to you as well later this week. It's under Pope John Lions Athletics. I think it's Pope John Athletics, Lions, and Junior Lions. It's on Facebook Live. The River Lax tournament. The 7th and 8th grade, and then 5th and 6th grade Pope John Junior Lions get their day in the sun. As the River Lax tournament have lacrosse all day long. at Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania. Please join us for that. So for everyone here at Pope John High School, Mike Formersano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders defeat the Pope John Lions JV team 7-2. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Friday for Pope John Lady Lions softball. And the next time for boys lacrosse will be next Wednesday, and they will take on West Morse, the Wolfpack, coming in to Pope John High School on Wednesday. Have a good night, and we will see you soon on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.